Samsung fans, can you believe it? We're already over a quarter of the way through 2025, and that means one thing: we're inching closer and closer to the next Galaxy Unpacked event. And if history is any guide, Samsung's newest foldable phones are just months away from stealing the spotlight once again. So why am I so convinced we're on the verge of another big reveal? Let's unpack it together. Here at Android Central, we live and breathe tech rumors, whispers, and leaks from the credible to the downright crazy. And honestly, our track record at sniffing out the truth is pretty solid, if we do say so ourselves. But beyond the intel, there's also a healthy dose of logic behind the hype. Samsung almost always hosts two blockbuster launch events a year, one to warm up the winter and one to heat up the summer. And yep, that summer showcase, it's likely just around the corner. If things play out like they have in years past, we're looking at a July or August launch for the highly anticipated Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7. And while these devices might not be total mysteries at this point, that hasn't stopped the excitement from bubbling over. The rumor mill is in overdrive, the leaks are juicier than ever, and yet so many crucial details remain shrouded in mystery. One burning question on everyone's mind: will Samsung drop the Z Fold 7, Z Flip 7, and the long-rumored Z Flip Fan Edition, or is it Z Flip 7 Fan Edition in one epic reveal? And if they do, when exactly will that unforgettable moment hit? No one knows for sure, and honestly, that uncertainty is part of the thrill. And let's talk about the processor drama, because oh boy, this one's been wild. A fresh report out of Korea just stirred the pot with some seriously interesting tidbits. Not only do we have hints at what chips will power each foldable, but also Samsung's initial production targets. And wow, they're revealing more than you might think. While the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 and its foldable siblings might not be the most enigmatic devices to ever grace the smartphone scene, they're still keeping us on the edge of our seats. There's an undeniable buzz in the air, because despite months of leaks and speculation, there are still plenty of burning questions left unanswered. For starters, will the Galaxy Z Fold 7, Z Flip 7, and the intriguing Z Flip Fan Edition, or is it Z Flip 7 Fan Edition, be unveiled and released together? And if so, when will that magical moment arrive? No one knows for certain, and that uncertainty is only fueling the excitement. Then there's the whole processor mystery that's kept tech fans and leakers alike guessing for months. A fresh report out of Korea just dropped some juicy details, not only touching on what chips might power each foldable, but also Samsung's initial production targets. And let's just say, it's making things even more interesting. Reportedly, Samsung is aiming for a production run of 160,000 units for the Galaxy Z Fold 7 in Q2, while the Z Flip Fan Edition could hit the lines at around 170,000 units. That might sound surprisingly modest, until you realize Q2 ends in June and Samsung is expected to hold its next Unpacked event sometime in July. As for the standard Z Flip 7, it's reportedly set for a 240,000 unit rollout, suggesting that Samsung doesn't expect the budget-friendly Fan Edition version to outsell its premium sibling, at least not yet. But here's the thing: those numbers could shift dramatically depending on how we, the fans, react once these foldables hit the shelves. If the Z Flip Fan Edition unexpectedly captures hearts and headlines, you better believe Samsung will crank up production to match the demand. What's even more telling: production is tipped to kick off next month, hinting at a strong possibility of a joint announcement in July. An exact date remains elusive, maybe not even decided yet, especially in a world where economic uncertainties continue to throw curveballs at even the biggest tech giants. Let's not forget, Samsung has changed launch plans on a dime before. And about that processor drama, the long-rumored Exynos 2500, once destined for the Galaxy S25 series, might finally make its debut in the Z Flip 7 after all. Despite a rocky development path, this 3nm chip could be Samsung's big step forward, paving the way for the even more powerful and efficient 2M-based Exynos 2600 expected in the Galaxy S26. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 is almost here, and the anticipation is electric. As summer draws near, Samsung's next-gen foldable is gearing up to make a dazzling entrance, and the tech world is holding its breath. Leaks are flooding in, each one more thrilling than the last, and the buzz is deafening. For fans, it's not just a new phone, it's a glimpse into the future, wrapped in cutting-edge innovation. Rumor has it that Samsung might be borrowing inspiration from the rare and ultra-sleek Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition, a design so exclusive it never left South Korea and China. If these whispers prove true, we could be looking at a Z Fold 7 that's slimmer, sleeker, and more refined than ever, with slightly larger displays that make every swipe and tap feel like magic. But with this bold shift comes a painful possibility: the removal of S Pen support. For devoted Fold users, this news hits hard.